Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to the channel. This is so long overdue. I'm excited because I told you guys that we were going to bring the travel to you. So where else do you get a chance to do that? So for all of my overthinkers and everybody who's like, someone has told you in your family that you need to get offline. You need to stop researching and Googling and figuring out what your next vacation is. And we are here to tell you that they're wrong. So this is why you're here. If you haven't already liked and subscribed to the channel, then take a minute to go ahead because this conversation that I'm having with my bestie, Pri, is one of a few that we're going to have. So if you don't subscribe, then it's going to be really hard to find the content. But if you subscribe, you're going to get the notification buttons and videos. So we are here, like the title of this video suggests, to talk about holiday markets. Everybody talks about holiday markets, and I know that you're not the only person that when I first heard about holiday markets in Europe, I was like, oh, I want to go to holiday markets in Europe. But I didn't know what the holiday markets in Europe was. So I was like, I know everybody's talking about it, but what exactly are the holiday markets in Europe, right? So Free and I have been talking, and she's with Gohagan, and I was like, please come on, let's talk about it. And also, they are great partners with Gohagan Travel, which the links to everything that we're talking about is going to be um in the captions. So we'll have the links to everything on here and how you can find this trip and everything. But let's just jump in. So I want to welcome Pri.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you. Yes, hello, and thank you for having me in this chat. I'm very happy to be here in your chat with your friends and people that are like following you. I
Yes.
think to talk about Christmas market, it's very exciting because you can go to Europe so many times in your life, but when you go to this, you go more than go to Europe. You go through a magical experience. It's magical. I think Christmas is already magical no matter where you are. It's the lights, the carols, the atmospheres. But in Europe, it goes to a completely different level because then you have these very old traditions that are embedded in these markets. And there are so many, from really tiny ones, very charming, to gigantic ones like this one in the image here that is in
Which
Vienna,
is
one of the most,
beautiful.
yes,
This is Vienna,
imagine,
right?
yes, and
Okay.
imagine this now, and so imagine you walking through this market, but in the background there is music, people singing carols, and you're smelling all sorts of like food that are part of this festivities, and the little tents of for you to buy things that are related to the celebration and people, and it's just a beautiful celebration of life that
Don't
I
you love
think
that? Because
Christmas,
when you
yes.
grow up, you think, oh, now I have to like the only way I get that feeling is just watching like the kids open the gifts, or like a lot of people that are like on my channel, our kids were older, and maybe you have grandkids, maybe you don't. I feel like this is like the adult version
Yes,
of like
it's like,
Christmas morning. Don't
yes,
you
it
think?
is. It's
Like
like,
that same kind of energy
yeah.
as an adult.
Yes, I
Okay.
think it's
Mhm.
very magical, and if you like history, if you like all this, it's all embedded in as well in these beautiful cities. So, as I said, why go to the Christmas market? Why this trip? I think this is in a bucket list of should be
Mhm.
in the people that love to travel, that love history, that love traditions, that love life. It's really, imagine you are in this magical winter wonderland in Europe in the most beautiful months of the year with like this dazzling lights,
Yeah.
and it's so you're gonna immerse yourself in culture and culinary, but in the lands of this beautiful tradition that is Christmas itself.
Don't you love that? And
Yeah.
I know that folks who are watching this right now are like, first, why do I keep interrupting? But you already know that I'm going to interrupt. And two, I want to let folks know we're going to do a whole nother video where we just talk about food.
Oh yes, food
So
is an entire chapter.
we're going to talk about that point number 3, which is like the chestnuts and the cookies and all of the flavors and everything like that too. So just if you're a foodie, even if you're not into like buying and shopping and doing all that, but you're just like a food person, a sensory person, we're going to talk about food in another video. So subscribe so you'll see when we get ready to talk about that too.
Talking about itinerary, it's 9 days from
Yes.
time your departure from home to going back home. So 10 days total. And in terms, so the Danube is amazing. It's one of the most beautiful rivers in Europe. Imagine the Danube, you can cruise 10 different countries in Europe through that river. It's a very rich river in terms of like, so everything is historically speaking as well, architecture, because all the cities, imagine, are along the river. This cruise, we're gonna pass to some of them, to very charming ones. We're gonna be a mix of Germany and Austria. And so we leave Nuremberg. Nuremberg is, I'm gonna show you some pictures. It's a very, it's where it happened after the Second World War, the trial, the famous trial of Nuremberg. And it has one of the most beautiful and oldest Christmas market in Europe. And we go to Regensburg, Passau, Linz and Salzburg, Melk, Durnstein, and back to Vienna. So it's a very beautiful itinerary.
Amazing to be able to travel this way and see so many different countries. I think one of the things is like on here, we all are cruisers, and a lot of times people are wondering, should they do a river cruise? Should they do land? And I'm a huge fan of cruising for the reason that you just pointed out. Look at how many different places you can see, and then oh my gosh, the boat, the way it looks.
Without having to do check-in, check-out, luggage, you just unpack.
Right.
And just enjoy.
That's what I like too. I love that. Getting stationary in one spot, and then you get to, the world rotates around you, you know?
Yeah, that's very, very nice and very well put. Yeah, like I like that. I think, and what I like about this itinerary, that we have one of the most beautiful cities in Europe, Vienna. It's like a Paris, kind of in terms of same level, in terms of everything. An amazing city, bustling, full of energy, especially at the time of the year. But then you also have the opportunity to go to the very small, picturesque ones. So you're going to have a lot of contrast and between how is the Christmas market in this big city, and how is the Christmas market in the smaller ones, and then everything else besides the Christmas market, what them offer. So here we have Salzburg, né? The hills are alive. And very picturesque, very Baroque, and the birthplace of Mozart. So imagine, very musical. All these places are very musical. Vienna is very musical. Here is very musical. And I think at the time of this time of the year, imagine all the cities now with lights, with the charm, flavors, and smells of the season. That's gonna be incredible.
And I love that, because one of the things that I think people may not know is when you're trying to decide where you're going to go, you're like me, you're like, okay, I want to do holiday markets. A lot of times people think it's just happening in one place. Right? So they're like, oh, I should, where's my one place I'm supposed to go? Is it Prague? Is it here? But like you just said, you're getting a chance to do holiday markets across 10 different countries, 10 different places.
Yes, 2 countries, Germany and Austria, 10 little different cities, from small to large, from like more modern cities in like this one. Linz is like it's a fusion of history, but as well has a lot of modern aspect to it. When you walk in the streets, it's very incredible. So yes, it's to be able to see all this different ways to taste this same incredible experience.
I love it.
Imagine, look at
Excited.
this one. This one as well, very picturesque, very baroque. One of the highlights of the city that is incredible is this church here in the back. That is the cathedral, St. Stephen's Cathedral, with this distinctive onion dome tower. Yeah,
That's
our boat is gonna be here. Just park here, people will get out. Very well. What I like about as well the river cruise in the Danube is that everything is walking, a walking distance, easy in and out of the boat, and to be able to then go downtown, come back if you want. So this is, I think it's very enjoyable in terms of pace of the trip itself. More cities. This one is UNESCO World
beautiful.
Heritage Site. It's
Yes.
very nice, very medieval. So you go from the Baroque to more medieval towns, and beautiful. Nuremberg, here's where we're gonna have one of the oldest and most beautiful Christmas markets. It's already phenomenal city in any time of the year because it's so imposing, the castles that you have there. But look at this. Then you go to the old town, the old downtown, and you have this incredible market. It's one of the largest and one of the most famous. Now,
I just love this because I'm an outdoor person, and I think one of the things that I like to say to people, sometimes people say, "Oh, I don't know if I'm really a cruiser. I don't know if I'm a traveler." And we've all been on those starter those starter trips, those starter cruises. I'm not trying to talk bad about it, but you get off the cruise and it's like a pop-up shop of like
mhm,
souvenirs and like the same things that you could have probably gotten in your own hometown, right?
mhm.
And it's really just designed just for tourists. What I love, this none of this is about us. This isn't about tourists. This is about the culture and going in and experiencing what people are doing, whether you're there or not. And I love that because in
Yeah,
other cases, you know, you just feel like it's really just all about selling souvenirs, or it's about like this manufactured, you know, little shore.
yes.
But that's
The
not what this is.
No, it's us being part of something so much more than ourselves, and be
Yeah.
part of a festivity that it's like has what centuries of traditions, you know, like it started like in this village, this traditions like so many years ago, and being
Yeah.
we're being part sharing with the locals. In the end of the day, there's gonna be a lot of tourists, but the main are the locals that are
Yeah.
doing all this for us.
Exactly. Oh,
Now,
uh-oh, here comes the fun stuff.
yes, I mean, as you said, to be able to experience all that, but just checking, unpack, and just go from one city to the other, and in
I
a
love
very
that.
slow pace as well. It's a very the rhythm of the trip is very like pleasant. The scenery, uh, the Danube is very rich in scenery. And I want to put here a presentation quickly, and I'm gonna.
And I'm glad that we're doing this because we really need to look at how beautiful this is about to be, because one of the things a lot of people are curious about is differences between river oceans, but you can't get
Yes.
any closer without it being a river cruise. But also, you're not losing anything. This is
No,
beautiful.
it's in terms of proximity. And,
Yeah.
and look at that. You feel like you're in a hotel. It's very modern. Amadeus, we Gohagan partnered with Amadeus, and we are very happy with this partnership. We chartered the cruise only for our group, and it's very modern, comfortable. What I love is the culinary is an Austrian company, so the culinary is very local as well, very fresh. And as you see here,
Now, are you sharing? You might have to close one and share the new screen. I still see the picture, but I think you might be sharing something new.
ah, okay. Sorry.
Oh no.
Priscilla means primitive in terms of
Does not.
so you know, I know. Let me go back and share with you again. Sorry,
This is good though,
everyone.
because then everybody can see us in full screen. This is us in full screen, everybody.
Yes.
Pulling up while we're pulling up what the Amadeus looks like. I wanted to also let you guys know that this trip that we're talking about is actually coming up honestly right now. Like it's depending on when you're watching the video, it will be the 2024 holiday markets. And I just decided that this is on my bucket list and I'm planning to join and just be a part of this. And the link to how you can travel with me is going to be in this video, or just reach out and put comments. But I would like to hear your comments anyway. Like, let me know what have you already been to Europe for the holiday markets? Is it on your list? So, and then what you think about what you're seeing. I just like to hear from you guys. So put it in the comments.
Let's try again.
Let's do it.
Shall we?
Yes.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah, so let's share with you. So this is Amadeus. As I said, it's a cruise line that is from Austria. So it's very authentic to the destinations we are gonna be. Everything on board is like locally. They really try to use a lot of their local culinary as well. Everything is so fresh. The pastries are incredible. The chef, everything is produced there. So here we go. As you're gonna see, it's very comfortable, neutral, elegant. So
this doesn't look like what people think when they think of a river boat. This isn't what they think. So this is beautiful.
It's spacious, beautiful rooms.
Feel
Yes.
I can feel that like satin
And
comfort.
this window, I love the brightness because this window is from completely view. So you have an amazing view. Even if you came back from the market, remove your shoes, you jump in this comfortable bed, and you have that amazing view from your room.
See, you travel like I do. Because I'm like with the floor to ceiling, because that's the other thing. If you can see everything floor to ceiling and you're so close, you get to experience it the way you want to experience it. So that's one of the things that people sometimes want to know. How long do you have off the boat? You know, is there a lot of complications to it? That's what I do. Like I travel where I don't feel like I have to recover from vacation. If I want to come back to my room and still enjoy it, I like that. I mean, I'm not going to run myself crazy on vacation.
I am with you too. I mean, it's about enjoying yourself and doing it in your pace. And I think that's what a river cruise allows you, because you're so close to the old towns and everything. So you're able to go and just walk back. If you want to relax and watch everything. Or if you want to go again, you can just come back, rest, go back. And of course, we have all sorts of excursions, all included. That is part of the cruise itself.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, the Danube is it's incredible. yeah, so this is our cruise itself. It's filled with a special program for in terms of excursions and things we're gonna do. But I think we should then talk about that in another. I think we gave a lot of like information here for
Yes,
people to be
we
curious
did.
about what's coming next. So again, these are some of the, look at this. This
I
is
mean, that's,
beautiful
it is. And is it like
lobby.
120? Is it about 120 passengers? It's small, right?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
it's small, very intimate.
I love that.
Um, food, elegant. Again, the room. Look at this view. As I said, you jump here or you are sitting in your sofa, just watching everything in comfort. Here's is the cabin. This window as well is gigantic. It's very big.
Now I have to know because this is one of the things that I usually will do is, top 10 things you can ask for or secret things that you may not, other people may not know. So, and we'll tease that out. Maybe we'll do another video, but I just have to know, is there any champagne in there in that room?
There's
Is there a mini
champagne.
bar with some champagne in there
Oh
or
yes.
wine?
Imagine in this
Okay.
cruise, all the beverages included.
Okay.
So you
I
can
like
be
to know
from
that.
champagne from breakfast and then come back and have a champagne before dinner, champagne during dinner. Why not?
See, I love that.
Although you should try the wines and the spirits. I think, yeah, it pair things with the things you're having. You're gonna have a like a dinner. You're having your Viennese coffee. It's very traditional. So we're gonna talk about food and everything. We're
Okay, we're going
gonna,
to talk about food. Okay.
yes,
Because I, at this point, would go all the way there for the pastry, just
yes.
because you just talked about that. But this is so good because the timing is perfect. I wanted to ask you to come on. I've been asking and we've been talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, if you guys haven't already liked and subscribed, it's a perfect time. And if anybody has said you are overthinking your travel, tell them that you have found your safe place. Here, we answer all of the questions, do all the research so that you don't have to. So until the next video, safe travels and don't forget to like and subscribe.